We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you the following announcements. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kevin Rail. And I'm the Special Ops Director for the Lean Berets. And we are Avengers of Health. See that vein in my arm? It's about the size of a pencil. Now that we got that out of the way, get up very close to your television set and listen to me carefully, because I got some very key important things to distribute to you. Just like so many others before me, I'm into like peace and harmony and the law of attraction and letting bad thoughts just pass by like clouds in the sky. I've even been known to fit a random yoga pose into my day. Or two, just like you see me now. But you know something? One thing I've learned over the years, no matter how positive you try to think and how positive you try to be and act, and how many good things you try to do, you just can't meditate your way out of everything. Sometimes in life, you just gotta put your foot down and say, enough! I am here to tell you personally, it's okay to get mad from time to time. Now, I'm not going to tell you to go into some kind of psychoschematic spaz fest and lose a nut over something, but in the big picture, strategically placed anger is actually quite refreshing. And for all you really spiritual people out there, that's not called ego. That's called affirmative action, amigo. See, one thing I just can't overlook is the nonsense that goes on in the food and nutrition industry. Every time you open a magazine, turn on the TV, or walk down an aisle of your local grocery store, you're bombarded with the latest health or fitness product, touting the benefits of what it's going to do for your body and how it's going to make you healthier. Well, I got a big problem with that. A high percentage of what you think is healthy is nowhere near healthy in disguise. Simply put, you're being fooled and duped into believing a half-truth or bold-faced lie. And let me tell you something, brother. That's not how the Lean Berets roll. I'm out of here. The way I deal with this pent-up aggression is I take perpetrating products out to a place that I like to call home. The firing squad. The rules of the firing squad are quite simple. I do a thorough ingredient label investigation, and I seek and destroy any and all products that do not meet the Lean Beret Code of Ethics. This is the only place you need to refer to when buying groceries. Personally, if I see anything that looks or sounds suspect, the item gets confiscated and it goes directly to the firing squad. And snap the finger. No questions asked. Today we are in the beautiful locale of Park City, Utah, in the Rocky Mountain region. And let me tell you something, it is ideal weather for a firing squad. And you know what? Now that I think about it, it's always ideal weather for the firing squad. So, I brought my little friend, the golf club, with me today. And this golf club has a little bit of a history. Got it for about $2 at a garage sale back in Weehawken, New Jersey about a year ago. And now I know what you're thinking. It's all mangled and it's kind of beaten up and stuff, but you know what? It still swings like a champ and it's very functional. And it makes a great tool of destruction when I'm fighting fitness and nutrition crime out on the streets. So, I'm about to use this thing to destroy some product, but before I do, it's very important to stretch the body because you don't want to pull a hammy when you're doing a firing squad. So let me do a little dynamic stretch for you here. Gotta loosen up the joints. Do a little couple shoulder circles, a couple squat thrusts. Never hurt anybody. And I'm gonna throw a snowball too because we got blessed with this early snowfall too. Yeah, good. My shoulder's ready to rock and roll. So without any further ado, let's get down to some destruction. First item up for bids today, folks. Yogurt. Everybody loves yogurt, right? It's a snack food of choice. Everybody eats it for breakfast, everybody loves it. And judging by the front of this package I've got here, I would say it's relatively healthy. Low-fat yogurt mousse, vitamins A and D, grade A, vitamin K, vitamin D, contains live and active cultures. Wow, that's fantastic, right? 140 calories only. How cool is that? Well, let me check the ingredient label. Now remember what I told you earlier. You never want to read the fancy schmancy crap on the front. You always want to go to your ingredient label. That's where the fine print is. Just like if you're going to sign a contract, you don't just want to sign it. You want to go to the fine print. Let me see what I can find in this beautiful cup of yogurt. La 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 la. Oh my gosh, how about that? Second ingredient, high fructose corn syrup. Well, well, well. Over the course of time, you're probably well aware that the brilliant geniuses behind marketing have created these commercials, both on television and in magazines, about how high fructose corn syrup is natural, and they keep quoting their fingers in the air. Well, that's just great. Natural for them, maybe. All they're trying to do is make their pockets even fatter than they are. Let me tell you a little story. High fructose corn syrup might be identical to sugar in many ways. It may taste the same, it may have the same calories, probably has the same effect on the body as well. But there's one word in high fructose corn syrup you cannot run from and you cannot deny, and that is corn. Corn that is genetically modified. Now there's a whole other story altogether. Now when something's genetically modified, the seed is spliced with some kind of foreign bacteria from another species. It could be an animal, it could be a plant, it could be something else. God only knows. There's been no long-term research done on GMOs, so that stuff is crap. It's not good for you. GMOs, the seed is planted in the ground, and when it grows, it causes it to grow faster, it causes it to resist pests, and it also causes the crop to resist this miserable, disgusting, nasty weed killer called Roundup. Come on, how natural is that? That's about as far as natural as I could possibly imagine. And unfortunately, anything that has GMOs in it or high fructose corn syrup is an enemy of the Lean Berets. And for this cup of yogurt, it needs to go to the firing squad, and it needs to be disposed of immediately. So I've got only one thing left to say. Four! The festivities are just beginning. I brought a plenitude of other things with me today, both products and tools to destroy with. Let's investigate this product I have in my pocket right now, diet soda. Everybody likes diet soda, right? Let's go to the ingredient label, shall we? I could care less if it has 0 calories. Second ingredient, caramel color. Caramel color is unnatural and it's not wanted in the body. Third ingredient, aspartame. Aspartame? Aspartame has been studied for years to be safe for the body and the system. But guess what? Aspartame is completely chemically processed. There's nothing close to natural about it. And I've heard and read studies that say people who have died from brain cancer, they found aspartame in their tumors after they were lanced on the autopsy table. You mean to tell me that's healthy? I don't think so, friend. So that being the case, this diet soda needs to be destroyed. Feast your eyes on this baby. 24 kilograms, 53 pounds of cast iron. This does a lot of destruction, a lot of good. Before I start, I'm gonna do a few snatches to warm up the muscles in the body a little bit more. Make sure if you're gonna do snatches, pop your hips forward, squeeze your abs, squeeze your glutes, and squeeze your quads. That's all I ask. And make sure to lock out your arm too. So without further ado, let's put this can of soda out of its misery. Well, here's a little secret I'd like to tell you. Now, every now and then when you're doing a firing squad, if you happen to do it on your own, profanity is totally acceptable. Now, I know there might be some religious people out there, and I don't mean to offend you, believe you me, it's the last thing I want to do. But sometimes strategically placed profanity just really hits the spot, and it makes your day go by a lot better, and it's actually very freeing. Let me demonstrate. Let's take this loaf of multi-grain bread, for example. I'm going to go to the ingredient label. High fructose corn syrup? This is multi-grain bread. It's supposed to be healthy for you. Those bastards! And freeze. Now you see how fun that was? It's very freeing, and it can make your day go a lot smoother if you use strategically placed profanity. Trust me, I know. So my closing tip of the day is this. Every situation in life is safe or dangerous. Whether you're walking to school, driving down the road, going to church, doing anything, playing tiddlywinks with your nephew. Everything is safe or dangerous. When it comes to buying groceries, companies produce foods that are safe and that are dangerous. If you produce something that's dangerous, heed my warning. I will find you and I will expose you for the fraud that you are. Anything that has to do with hurting someone's body or mind or soul, I'm gonna get you. And this is what's gonna happen. See this? This is what you get when you mess with the Lean Berets. My name is Kevin Rail, reporting live from Park City, Utah. Peace